to think they probably had a crazy honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter. At that point, it doesn't matter.
You want it to stink.
Yeah, exactly. So he doesn't care about that. And then it's like, hey, we're in love. We're like married. So then there's another period of happiness. And then you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit. You've never taken a bath in front of me. Well, that's probably what it was. It wasn't that he didn't care if she was stinky, you know?
Just never seen her bathe?
Because this is like Japanese folklore, so I'm assuming it's like set a little older.
Yes.
Right? So maybe that's what it was. That has to be it. This was back in the day when you only took a shower like one time a year.
Was that a thing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Back in the Wild West, you maybe got a bath once a year.
They have rivers and shit.
You'd hop down in the creek maybe for some swimming.
Yeah.
But not to bathe.
Huh. Okay. I like that he waited. Here, I'm gonna segue into the next part of the story, but I like that he waited an entire hour before he got concerned.
Yeah, he just didn't give a shit about her.
An hour on the dot, and then he was like, I should probably check on her.
Thinking this was strange, he opened the bathroom door and peeked inside. It was empty! His wife was gone. All that he saw floating in the water was the hair comb his wife always wore.
The man was heartbroken. He assumed his wife had left him and ran away, even though he didn't see her leave the bathroom. He decided to move on with his life. A few months later, he met a new woman, and they fell in love. She came to live with him, and they passed the months happily together until winter came around again.
This guy's getting all sorts of snatch.
Oh, yeah. He's probably hung. He's a huge shit.
Can I say that? Can I say that on this podcast? Can I say snatch?
Yeah. It's your it's half your podcast. You can say whatever you want.
All right, so half the words I'm going to say from here on out is going to be snatch.
Well, please don't do that.
All right. After a night of heavy snowfall, the man looked out the window and noticed a huge icicle under the eaves of his house. He went outside to beat it off. But there was a woman standing outside in the snow. He recognized her. It was his wife. Shit.
Fuck. I thought you were gone. Inside the house, the new woman heard a terrible, agonized shriek. She rushed outside and found the man lying in the snow. He was dead, and blood was spreading out through the snow around his head. A single huge icicle had pierced right through his eye and penetrated his brain.
All right, I'm gonna do a hot take. This story isn't real.
Dude, it's totally real.
You want to know how I know it's not real? It was a fever dream. See, no time had passed at all. This was the first time that he went outside, like at the very beginning of the story. And he was just staring at this ice cube, and he fantasized about melting his wife.
And then the icicle fell into his brain.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question here. So you're telling me that he had this fever dream standing directly under the icicle, looking directly up?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That happens to people. People die like that.
I don't think it goes to their eyes. It goes to their head, the top of their head.
No. I'm saying though that he was looking directly up at it. So this time it was straight through the eyeball.
I don't know, dude. I think he got stabbed by the icicle woman.
See, that's the best part about using an icicle as a murder weapon, because it melts. No fingy prints.
Moral of the story here is, if she don't stink, don't throw her in the bath.
But if she does stink, don't throw her in the bath either, because she might melt.
She could die, but then come back later. Who knows, man? Did he technically murder her?
I'm gonna say yes. Yes. That one wasn't really that scary to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, it's really
That,
silly.
yeah, that
It's
one.
just
That
kind of
one.
fun.
Yeah, it's like, scary. Just kidding. Ice Cube. Now the next one, I don't know how I feel about this
Are we
because
talking neck?
oh, we're talking neck. We're talking neck. We're gonna talk about
I'm gonna let you try to pronounce all of these.
yeah. We're talking about the Rokuro Kubi.
Why did you roll? Why did you roll it?
I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce it right. I said I was gonna try. Rokuro Kubi. That sounds right. That
Sure.
sounds. It's definitely not Cubby.
I just like that you put a little in there. It seems different.
Well, and I could pronounce it Roku Bai. That's not right.
Well, it's probably B, you know? You got that right.
Yeah. Anyways, this
This is where it
I
gets
love.
anime.
This is anime. This is definitely anime, and this is I like the because I like vampire. I like talking about vampires. I like the idea of vampires. I think vampires are sexy. I think being sucked in any capacity is fun, but not by these guys. Not by
This
these
is
guys.
different. This
This
is a
is like
different kind of vampire.
they're vampires, but they're different. So the Japanese have this. Would you call it an urban legend? Because would you call vampires urban legends? Because they're not urban legends; they're legends.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Well, either way, these are scary.
I think these can be called yokai.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yokai.
And
Yeah.
these are fucking weird.
Yeah. So, basically, and you guys got to go search. You guys got to go search these because the drawings, and I'm assuming these are like older drawings
Mm-hmm.
from like I'm gonna say pre 1800.
It
I
looks very like feudal Japan.
Yeah, yeah. But basically, these vampires they just got long necks, and well, they look like humans, and at night their neck stretches out.
Imagine Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Elastigirl. Let's go Elastigirl because they are often female.
yeah. And well, also they look like women.
Yes.
They're all women looking. And when I say women looking, it's because they're not human, and they're not even really vampires, except for
Some of
they
them.
are.
Some of them.
They do suck.
It's kind of complicated. There are
It's
two
very
different kinds.
yeah. So these yokai can be mistaken for human women during the day. Their true form emerges at night. Uh, Rokuro Kubi translates roughly to long neck. I love that. Oh my gosh, long neck. It's like a dinosaur. And it stretches really far. The head has a will of its own and wanders wherever and however far away it pleases. While most Kurokubi understand themselves to be yokai, a few still believe they are human. These deluded yokai remain unaware of their body's night antics and explain away the visions they saw in the night as their dreams. And there's a few male ones. So basically, at night, your head just gets up and goes.
Just fucking walks around, or it doesn't walk around; it just fucking floats around, and your neck is just getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
Here's what I am thinking, because it does say that a lot of them are just pranksters and just want to fuck around. Until we get into the actual vampiric versions, we'll get there. So these motherfuckers just kind of mess around, and it says that a lot of them focus or will target drunk people.
Love that.
Late at night. And I just imagine this. I just imagine myself walking Like walking to my car after a long night at the bar, and I just trip over something that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just like a squishy little tube.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm getting up, there's just a fucking face.
Well, see, this is what I think would happen, right? I think that you would be out and about, the same exact scenario. You're walking to your car, right? And you trip over basically what looks like a pipe, or a flesh pipe.
A flesh pipe.
But not a penis. All right, we're talking, like you see it round the corner. And you're like, what did I just... But then you're like, I'm curious, I gotta figure out what this is. And so you follow it. And you follow it to the end, and there sits a head, and you killed it because you broke its neck when you stepped on it.
And that's it. You're like, oh my god.
You're like, what?
Do you think that if it were to die like that, it would pull back like a tape measure?
Just snap back in.
It just goes like...
Has so much force that it puts their head inside their stomach. But yeah, I mean, like, initially, this doesn't... Like, the idea of this doesn't really scare me, other than the neck thing. But also, I think that it could be, like let's say that, like, a yokai had, you know, kind of control... Like, she knew what she was doing, and she knew how to use it.
Stop it.
You know what I'm talking about? We're talking all neck, all day. But the next ones do frighten me a little bit. Because they're vampires.
So this version, they're kind of the same thing. It's just a different version. So instead of having a crazy-ass long neck, their heads just float freely.
Yeah.
They just go wherever the fuck they want. I believe I'm gonna butcher this one. I'm not sure. I believe it is a Nuke Kubi.
Yeah, Nuke Kubi. Removable neck.
And they're just fucking hit. If you've played D&D ever one time, this is a beholder.
I have never played D&D.
I know.
So
I know. As a shout out for my listeners.
Right on.
That love a good D&D.
And
these are the ones that are vengeful, it seems. It's like they will just attack motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's nice because if you ever find yourself in the thralls of passion with one of these, and by that I mean you're just viciously running from your life, or for your life, you can kill them. And all you have to do,
kind of fun.
All you got to do is, so I love this. So you can either chop off the head, like I said, or where you stepped on its neck and you broke its neck. So you can kill it if you attack its neck, like it's vulnerable, right? Or if it is a, let me just try to pronounce this right.
If it's a float head.
If it's a float head, yeah, I'm just going to call it that. If it's a float head and they're floating off, you can just hide their body. And that's how you defeat it. Because when dawn arises, I think it kills them. Because that's the curse. It's like, they can be in human form during the day and survive. But if their head isn't attached to their body,
right,
come dawn, that's just terrifying. Imagine trying to kill one of these things, like for real. And you're like, you walk into the
to their lair.
And it's just kind of, they decide, like, they were smart, they knew they were going to be attacked, and so the head is just like a CCTV up in the corner, and you didn't notice it. And so you go to move the body, and they let you do it.
Flying at you.
No. This time they let you do it, and you think you beat it. So you rest easy that next night, and next thing you know, you open your eyes, and you just got a big old head floating right above you.
I like it because it's like a little scavenger hunt for a floating head.
That is kind of fun.